We got us a cattle drive here at Green Pastures Farm this morning. Happy New Year, folks. January 1st. I believe these cattle are excited to go to their new pasture. It's a nice, cold, crisp morning here in central Missouri. Bunch of fat, happy cattle getting ready to go to the next paddock. This will be our final pass on this particular farm that we're going to. We've got several paddocks on it, and then there's some old, I say old, there's 2-year-old hay over there that we didn't feed last year. And so while we're there, you don't want to keep a big round bale for a 3rd year. They just don't last. So we're gonna feed that to them. Unroll a little bit of hay, give them a little bit of grass, a little bit of grass, a little bit of hay. And use up that old hay so we don't have to keep it over for a 3rd year. I'm telling you what now, folks, these cattle, those y'all just getting into the cattle business, they should look like this in the wintertime. They shouldn't be thin. Good winter hair coats on them, nice and fluffy. Fluffy, look how clean their coats are. There's no mud on them. You got mud stuck all over your cattle, that's not good. Just remember, mud is a good precursor for disease. Once you get cattle all muddy and cold and wet, they can take the wet, they can't take the mud. And mud is just a breeding zone for disease. So if you got mud all over your cattle, stop it. Don't do that. Get them moving. Unless you got, you know, great big monster cows, you're not gonna be able to do that. You probably have to put them in a feedlot. Because if you put monster cows out here on this grass in January, as wet as this ground is, you won't have any grass. It'll all just be solid mud and pug. So think about changing maybe the size of the animals. If you want an all grass operation, folks, you gotta get your cow size down. You just gotta. And if you don't, you're gonna be behind the 8 ball. Look at that sucker go. He looks like a bullet. Cattle like being moved, and it's good for them. It's good exercise. I mean, think about it. If we all did this every day, you think we'd have any obesity in the United States? Probably not. Look how fat those cattle are. That's all grass, folks. All grass. No grain. No lick tubs. No nothing. Just grass. And not a bale of hay yet this winter. Look at that. Oh, did I mention all these cows you're looking at have calves still on them that were born in April, May? And they're still fat. Now that's a different deal. That takes culling and selection. We've been doing it for 25 years, letting the cows take the calf through the winter on her fat of her back, we call it. And that way the calves just are pig fat coming through the winter. You don't have to feed them anything. They're getting just a little bit of milk. And some cows can't do it. And those we get rid of, and the ones that can do it, we keep. Man, they just keep coming. I love watching them run. You know, when you got animals doing that, you know they're healthy. If an animal won't run when the rest of them are, you got one that just can't run, well, that's when you want to be watching, because there's something wrong with it. I thought that was all of them. I didn't start this video till over half of them had went by. Here comes the calves. They're always like, I know Mom came through here somewhere. I wonder where she's at. Well, I hope everyone had a good New Year's Eve. I was determined I was going to stay up till midnight watching New Year come in, but I didn't. I made it till 11 o'clock, and then I got thinking about this cattle drive this morning. And I'm like, you know what? I've missed them coming in before. I'm gonna get me a little extra sleep. So I knew I was going to have to get up early this morning. I think that might be the last of them. Maybe. These are all yearlings. Well, these short yearlings. They're born in the spring. You can see though, this is all being grazed, and well, there comes some more.